Hey guys, it's Jaylon. Welcome back. I'm here today to share with you my update for the Clue Project Pan. That's not what it's called. Clue Special Panning Edition. I always say that wrong. I have been absent for a couple of days. I know I posted a couple of videos either today, yesterday, I don't know, recently. It depends on when I get this edited and posted. Things have been kind of crazy. I had a wonderful house guest from Saturday through Wednesday. Valerie was here visiting me. Prior to that, I was working on getting the guest room ready. And then I was in a car accident and dealing with car stuff. I'm fine. I was fine. Nothing like major. I just was a little sore. Accident was not my fault. But my car is totaled, so now I have to deal with that nonsense. Anyway, a little sneak peek into my life. Let's get on to the Clue Special Panning Edition project. This is a Pantastic Ladies Collab project. It was created by Stephanie L, who is Steph L2962. As always, I will link her information down below. And this is such a fun project. Basically, Stephanie has put together a unique solution for every person who is participating in this project. And we are able to work on 3 products in each of 3 categories: the suspects, weapons, and rooms. So we work on 3 at a time. We roll dice in order to determine the number of uses. We have to use each product that we roll in. And once we hit that goal, we can then use that suspect, weapon, room as a guess for our solution. So I had previously rolled out some mostly suspects, but I'll share that with you as I go through. I'm going to start with letting you guys know what I was working on and whether I met my goal or not. So for suspects, I was working on Mr. Green, a green product or packaging. And for that, I had rolled in this Cleona eyeshadow in the shade Motif. This is an electric multi-chrome. Gorgeous. And the dice had me use this 8 times. I had 4 uses last month. I wasn't able to roll this one out last month. I did use it a total of 8 times. So this one is rolling out. I have a cat here, right here. Did I get it? No, it's still there. I can see it. Oh, there it is. Got it. So yeah, that one's rolling out. Next, I have Miss Scarlet, a red product or packaging. So I rolled in the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Multi-Stick in Marigold Round. And this one, the dice had me use 7 times. I did hit that goal. I'm working on finishing this actually, and that's how much is left in here. So exciting. So this one I could roll in for a guess. And then I had Mrs. White, a white product or packaging. So I decided to go with a white product. This is the MAC eyeshadow in the shade Blanc Type. And you can see I'm working on finishing this eyeshadow. The dice had me use this 5 times, and I did do that as well. So I met my goal on all of the suspects. Previous to this update, I was able to cross off the list Mrs. Peacock, Colonel Mustard, and Professor Plum. So those are the last 3 suspects I'm working on. Okay, next up are the weapons. So I was working on Candlestick, a brightening or illuminating product. And I had rolled in this Clinique Chubby Stick Sculpting Highlight in the shade Hefty Highlight. I think this is a deluxe size. And the dice had me use this 8 times last month, which I did. That is how much is left in here. It's close. Yeah, I want to say the product goes all the way down to the edge of this packaging, but we're close. So anyway, this can roll out. Then for knife, a product you use to contour, I worked on the Persona Bronze Multi-Stick in Dune. And, I didn't swatch. Well, okay, Marigold Round is... I always like to do swatches. There's Marigold Round. I pretty much use this all over my face as like an all over face illuminator, after primer, before foundation. And then this one is more of a like highlight for before you do powder, at least for me. So there's that one there. All right, and then the Persona bronzer. This one is fine. It's just a little bit, it's getting a little orange for me right now. The dice, did I say I had to use it 9 times, and I did hit that goal. Still a ton of product. I think I had just started using this, and that's how much I was able to use. So still a ton left in there. Then for Wrench, a product you use to fix mishaps, I started to work on this Milani Prep Set Glow Illuminating Translucent Powder. Transparent powder. I was going to say transplant. I was like, that's not right. Transparent powder. This is in the shade number 02. This is gorgeous. I remember Mel Thompson talked about this powder and how much she liked it. And, you know, as a buffing powder, it is beautiful. Beautiful. Highly recommend. Anyway, the dice had me use this 10 times and I did hit that goal. I love this powder. So I met all my goals on the weapons. I do have 3 weapons that are out of the running: the revolver, the rope, and the lead pipe. Okay, now moving on to the rooms. I was working on kitchen, a baked product or a product that could be used for baking. So I went with a baked product. This is the J-Cat Beauty Triple Crown Baked Shadow in the shade Dulce de Leche. And I wanted to use this as an inner corner highlight, focusing on these top 2 shades. The dice had me use this 9 times, and I did hit that goal. So there is that shade there. Very brightening. Very, very brightening. I bought this because of Kathleen Lights. So anyway, this can roll out. For ballroom, a product you save for special occasions, I rolled in a perfume. This is the Tom Ford Eau de Soleil Blanc perfume. And the dice had me use this 6 times. I've used it 3 times so far. So I have 3 uses to go on the perfume. So I can't roll this one out yet. Then the last prompt I was working on is Lounge, a no makeup product. And I rolled in the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Kiss Capuachu Lip Butter. The dice had me use this 7 times. I did reach that goal, and I also finished the product because this is in my 100 colorful empties, so I wanted to make sure that I finished it. So this product is out of my collection. I did have a couple of in the bank rooms that I could guess. That's what I'm trying to say. So I think I had library and dining room that I could also guess. So I ended up using those guesses, and I was still able to guess 3 times, even with not being able to hit my goal on this one. And I still also have 1 lounge guess in the bank. So this one I was able to still have as a guess for next month. Now for my guesses. You're going to see my scorecard up here for Clue and what I've marked off so far. So my October accusations were Mr. Green with the candlestick in the library, Miss Scarlet with the wrench in the dining room, and Miss White with the knife in the kitchen. I haven't ruled out any, I haven't like gotten down to the point where I know if it's a specific weapon, suspect, or room yet, so I'm guessing everything. So let me tell you what Stephanie said about my accusations. She said it could, for the first one, Mr. Green with the candlestick in the library. It could have not been in the library. Mr. Body had purchased new shelves and had the old ones taken away. Unfortunately, he hadn't been able to assemble the new shelves. After 6 hours of trying to figure out how the pieces fit, he did check the instructions, but they were written in Korean. He had given them to a friend to translate, but they weren't finished yet. The stacks of books and parts of furniture made the room impassable. Okay. My second accusation, Miss Scarlet with the wrench in the dining room. It could have not been in the dining room. Once the guests had vacated the room after dinner, the caterers had discovered some games in a cabinet. They got distracted and were playing Battle of the Sexes when Mr. Body's body was found. My third accusation, Mrs. White with the knife in the kitchen. It could not have been in the kitchen. While the guests were dining, the caterers cleaned the kitchen. It was still pristine, not even a fingerprint on the stainless appliances. So we have ruled out 3 rooms: the library, the dining room, and the kitchen. So I have to basically redo the 3 suspects and 3 weapons I was working on. And by rolling out or ruling out, excuse me, 3 of the rooms, I'm left with 6 rooms. All right, now for what I'm rolling in for each of these categories. We're going to start with suspects. I have to go back to Mr. Green product or packaging. So I'm changing it up. I'm not going to roll in the eyeshadow again, but I am going to roll in this Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Overdrive. I love this one, and I don't really have a green colored pencil I'm working on right now. So there is that beautiful shade. I love this one. So let's see how many times I need to use it. I need to clean off my desk. Hold on. 5 times. 5 times. Next is Miss Scarlet, a red product or packaging. I'm going to stick with my Wet n Wild Mega Glow stick in Marigold Round because I am trying to finish this. So again, we're going to see how many times do I need to use Marigold Round. 10 times. And for Mrs. White, a white product or packaging, again, I'm going to stick with Mac Blanc type. And I'm going to need to use that one 5 times. Moving on to the weapons. So I have 3 left. I'm going to do these 3 again. Candlestick, a brightening or illuminating product. I'm going to go back to the Clinique Chubby Stick Sculpting Highlight and Hefty Highlight. Maybe I can finish it, depending on how many uses I have left or the dice tell me to do. So let's see. How many uses? 9 uses on the Clinique highlighter. The next prompt is knife, a product you use to contour. I'm going to switch it up because the persona is too dark for me. So I'm going to go with this Nude Sticks Nudes All Over Face Bronze color. And this is in Bondi Bay. This is what I'm currently working on. And that is how much is left in here. So I would love to finish this. And that is the shade there. Actually, it looks very similar, but I'm able to blend this out a little bit easier than the Persona one. So let's see how many times I have to use it. 2. I'm going to roll that again. 7. 2 is just lame. All right, next is Wrench, a product you use to fix mishaps. I'm going to go back to the Milani powder. I'm working on my La Mer powder, but it's in a project that's, it's in Project Graveyard. So I can definitely roll this in to work on. So let's see how many uses I need for the Milani powder. 9 uses for that. For the rooms, of course, I have the Ballroom that I'm still working on, the Tom Ford perfume. I'm going to do Lounge again, a no makeup product. I, of course, cannot roll this back in because I finished it, but I decided to go with a gloss. This is one that I was thinking I could finish this year. I don't think I can, but we're going to see. This is ColourPop's Finders Keepers. So I think of like gloss as a makeup, no makeup product. This is a bit of a darker gloss, but it's fine. So there is the shade. Please ignore this. This is a stain. I can't get it off. Anyway, there's the gloss. So let's see how many times I need to use it. 9 times. I am also going to roll in a new prompt. That is conservatory. And the prompt for that is a plant-themed or plant-based product. So I'm going with plant-themed, and I'm going with this Makeup Geek eyeshadow in Petal Pusher. Flowers or plants. So let's see how many times let me swatch this first. This is gorgeous. You can see I do have pan. Now I have 2 of these, which is why I wanted to go ahead and roll it in to work on. It's gorgeous. I love the shade. So let's see. I need to use Petal Pusher 7 times. So that is everything for this project. Hopefully I'll be able to roll all these out and do 3 guesses again in November. I'm excited. Anyway, that is going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you are doing well and staying safe. Please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Previous to this update, I was able to roll out Miss Peacock, or was able to cross off my list. Miss Peacock. So my October guesses were Mr. Green with the candlestick in the library, Miss Scarlet with the wrench in the dining room. You're probably going to see my game board. No, not game board. Scorecard. The scorecard. Oh my God, I cannot think of the word. So my accusations. Yeah. So, okay. You'll see the hot mess. Okay. You're going to, so I'm going to go with this. Okay. Bye.